I stand at my window, same time every night, and I clap for a minute, then come back inside. Watch the news for the numbers, choose a film with my wife. Something simple, rose-tinted and unfailingly light. Then we read for an hour, check our phones, close our eyes, fall asleep as if nothing has changed. All the buses are empty when we watch them drift past. Just seats and a driver in a handyman's mask. And the streets are so quiet, just the odd errant car. Scattered faces obscured by a tightly drawn scarf. And each indistinct day rolls into those that come after, like an old binge-watch sitcom devoid of the laughter. Same storyline, stuck on repeat. In the 7.5 years that I've lived in this city, I've never heard so many birds. I've never seen shelves in a superette ransacked, or journalists grasping for words. I've never stood silent in kite-tail lines of tired-eyed shoppers that stretch out of sight, nor listed the people I'd been to see recently, counting the days since we'd last said goodbye. This is far from the first time we've faced up to crisis. Modern lives are rehearsals for life's harsh surprises, but this feels so much bigger than what's been and past, somehow more fundamental, more unspeakably vast. We've no point of reference upon which to hold fast, no map to make sense of the wild. We are living something extraordinary, a curious inversion of everything we've ever known in our lives. All the constants, the confidence we had in the notion that no matter what happened, the design and the pattern of the world that we knew would survive. But now the scenery is collapsing and the stage is in flames, and it's getting harder to imagine how things could ever be the same again. Outside spring has arrived, but it makes little difference to our daisy-chained days. Just a bit more colour on the few trees we can see, the odd blue sky that cuts through the grey. I dream of crowds and imagine myself surrounded by 100 faces I don't know, all of them laughing and talking at once, like we're standing in line for a show. The noise is deafening and wonderful, and though it's only been a matter of weeks, I realise that in 36 years on this planet, I have never felt quite so alone. Nor have I ever felt so sentimental for strangers, been barred from all the places I'd usually go, never been told that I can wander the side streets, so long as I'm not far from home. I have never quite managed to believe in God, though there are times that I wish that I could. But I believe, despite all of the evidence to the contrary, that beneath we are basically good. That under the greed and the anger and the madness runs a vein of unshakable virtue, hidden away below all the decay, the straight grain that runs through the wood. So though hope might desert you and life disconcert you, together we'll work through the worst. And when we finally do, we'll arrive somewhere new, familiar, just flipped in reverse. And it's there, at that moment, in that uncharted space, that we'll see ourselves never more clearly, stood at the boundary of all that we've been and all we would love to be dearly. This is the midnight of each of our lives, the breach between interlinked days. We'll have choices to make as the light starts to break and a new world takes form in the haze. Regardless of whether I know you or not, I miss you and can't wait till we'll be allowed to return to all the places we love, to walk side by side in the street, to sit and smoke cigarettes on the grass in Montmartre, to dance glass in hand in Bastille, to glance up and notice as a bus rumbles by that there isn't a single seat free.